kind of some heavy Bible passages this morning. So instead, I'd like to say this to you. Happy New Year! I know I blogged about this on our church website, but I still think it's worth mentioning. New Year in the church is not January 1st. It's right now. It's the first Sunday of Advent. Last year's focus was on the Gospel of Matthew, but this new year will be focused on the Gospel of Mark. This is the first written of the four Gospels, even though it doesn't show up first in the order in the Bible. And this is the shortest one, so you're going to see a lot of John this year. I look forward to all of us as we walk through the story of Christ according to the Gospel of Mark. In other words, today marks a new church year of Mark. Today marks a new church year of Mark. There we go. Pun fully and shamelessly intended, and I thought that wasn't going to land very well, so I tried. I will be honest, this is the time of year I'm always excited, but for a different reason. 'Tis the season of getting into the Christmas spirit. There's so many things to get ready for, and there's so many signs along the way to let you know Christmas is just around the corner. You've got to redecorate your indoors. Take out the leaves, the fall colors. Take out the turkeys and the skeletons that you forgot to take away at Halloween. And put in the snow. Put up the big tree. Light it. Maybe put up some snowmen or Santa Claus or nativity scene. And then there's outdoor. You've got to put in decorations. You've got to put in lights. Make it nice, big, and bright. Unless you live out in the country, and then who's really going to see them anyways? It's okay. And if you do lights in the country, good for you. On top of all of these, there's Christmas shopping. Getting presents for all your loved ones, your kids, your parents, your brothers and sisters, your aunts, uncles, cousins, everybody. You want to make sure no one is left without receiving a gift, without receiving the joy of Christmas. And then, of course, if you go to the mall, if you start shopping, what are you going to hear over the sound system? You're going to hear Christmas songs. Santa Claus coming to town, away in a manger, a little town of Bethlehem, Jingle Bells, Jingle Bell Rock, all of those good songs. My wife and I, we got to start a new tradition to let us know that Christmas is just around the corner. Yesterday we had the Andover Christmas Walk. It's really cool. We lit up the gazebo. We got to sing some hymns. We had some soup. Kids got to meet Santa. And then it all ended at the Jenny Lynn Chapel, where we got to hear some really beautiful playing of Christmas songs. And then we had a lovely high school choir from Orion sing for us. And then we have Wednesday, the joy of Christmas. How can you miss Christmas being around the corner when you have something as big and grandiose as the joy of Christmas here at Augustine Lutheran Church? Usually I add snow to this list, but you've seen outside. It's kind of hard to add snow when it's been in the 40s, 50s, and 60s. Makes for a warm December. At Christmas time, there's a lot of preparation for getting ready for the big day. The day full of presents, family, and food, and a whole lot of fun. Where's Jesus, though? I should have started out with a clarification. When I talk about the Christmas spirit, I talk about the secular, non-church version of the Christmas spirit. The glitzy version, which has chestnuts roasting on an open fire, silver bells, Tim Allen, Santa Claus, 1, 2, and even 3 Hallmark Christmas movies and Christmas concerts, along with children Christmas programs like the one tonight. That is what December means in today's world, and I, for one, and maybe you too, have fully embraced it. It's fun, it's joyful. Christmas is a time of happiness. This new year, marked by the Gospel of Mark, does not start out with Christmas. It begins with Advent. It's a time of preparation. It's not a time for presents or Tim Allen. I mean Santa Claus. And it's not even a time of preparation for the birth of Jesus. Advent is a time in which we prepare for Christ's return to the world. That is why our new church year does not begin with Mark chapter 1. Fun fact about the Gospel of Mark, it doesn't have the birth of Jesus in it. No, it doesn't start with Mark 1, but rather it starts with our passage today. But in those days after the suffering, the sun will be darkened, and the moon will not give its light, and the stars will be falling from heaven, and the powers in the heavens will be shaken. Then they will see the Son of Man coming in clouds with great power and glory. Then he will send out the angels and gather his elect from the four winds, from the ends of the earth to the ends of heaven. Please note that this may sound scary, but its original audience would find this as comfort to them. The people that Mark's author is writing to are waiting frantically for God's intervention. Because at this point in history, the Romans are coming. They're coming to take over, to take back. They're closing in on Jews and Christians alike. And much like our passage from Isaiah, it sounds like a scary, grotesque thing. But it's meant to acknowledge God's absolute authority and power. And it's meant to ask for liberation from the pain they are enduring. So they are tasked with looking for sign of Christ's return. Because Christ's return means no more pain, no more tears. This is similar to why Jesus is there in the first place. God saw that we couldn't be 100% faithful. Instead, all of us here before in the past, fall short of the glory of God. So God sent his Son, who became Jesus Christ. Jesus, the one speaking in today's reading, liberated humanity from the finality and plague of death on earth. When he died and when he rose from the dead, he promised us eternal life with God. And upon his return, the dead will rise and all will come together in God's heavenly kingdom. This is the promise we're given. So Jesus tells his disciples to keep watch for his return. Continue to prepare themselves for his return and keep awake. This evening we will have some children's programs. Wednesday we will have the joy of Christmas. And the Christmas concerts for different high schools will be coming up. For colleges too, just reminders of Christmas. Christmas is all around us, along with its joy and its festivities. Amidst all of the glitz and glamour of the Christmas season, it's important to remember who we are preparing for. Jesus Christ. We are preparing for Christ, not Christmas. Jesus was not welcomed with silver bells, Christmas carols, or a big lit-up Christmas tree. Instead, his mother and her husband were forcibly sent away to the small town of Bethlehem. Harking back to our gathering hymn, Jesus Christ truly is the King of Kings, who has made us a level road. He's made us a level road, but that road is salvation, peace, life. So let us prepare our hearts this Advent season. Let us prepare our minds. Let us prepare our souls for this King as we await him coming again. Our new church year, marked by the Gospel of Mark, reminds us all that we are preparing for Christ, not Christmas. And with that, have a happy church.